Hi dear children, I am Rakhi, PGT Economics. Welcome back to Economic Mall. Today we will study about Ordinal Utility Approach. Ordinal Utility Approach, it is also known as indifference curve analysis. It is also known as indifference curve analysis. This indifference curve analysis, it is introduced by Hicks and Allen, so it is also known as Hicksian analysis. It is introduced by Hicks and Allen, so it is also known as Hicksian analysis. So, ordinal utility approach, it is also known as indifference curve analysis and it is introduced by Hicks and Allen. So, it is also known as Hicksian analysis. Last time we already studied the cardinal utility approach. You remembering that? Cardinal utility approach means utility can be measured in terms of numbers, that is 1, 2, 3 like that. But in the case of ordinal utility approach, the consumer is giving preference to the commodity on the basis of rank. Means the first rank, second rank, third rank. Means here utility is based on the preference of the consumer. That is first rank, second rank, third rank, etc. Means based on the satisfaction from the consumption of the commodity, here the consumer is giving rank to the commodities. First rank, second rank, third rank, like that he is giving preference to the commodity based on his level of satisfaction on the basis of rank. That is first rank, second rank, third rank, like that, instead of giving numbers. Cardinal utility approach, utility is measured in terms of numbers, but in the case of ordinal utility approach, utility is based on consumer preference, that is first rank, second rank, third rank, like that he is giving preference to the commodity based on his satisfaction from the consumption of that particular commodity. Now we will study about the meaning of indifference curve. Indifference curve is the graphical representation of different combination of the bundles of two commodities among which the consumer is indifferent. Means indifference curve shows the graphical representation of the different combination of the two commodities. Here we are assuming that the consumer is consuming only two commodities, that is apple and banana. So indifference curve shows the graphical representation of different combination of apple and banana of different bundles of commodities among which the consumer is indifferent. So indifference curve is the graphical representation of different combination of bundles of two commodities among which the consumer is indifferent. What is the consumer is indifferent means? It means the consumer is getting same level of satisfaction from the consumption of the different combination of two commodities. If he selected different bundles means also he is getting same level of satisfaction. So consumer is indifferent. It means the consumer is getting same level of satisfaction from the consumption of each bundles of two commodities. So what is indifference curve? It is the graphical representation of the different combination of bundles of two commodities among which the consumer is indifferent. It means the consumer is getting same level of satisfaction from the consumption of the different bundles of apple and banana. Here we are assuming that the consumer is consuming only apple and banana, means two goods in each bundles. Because based on his level of income, based on his limited income, we are assuming that a consumer can buy only two commodities, apple and banana. So from each bundle of apple and banana, the consumer is getting same level of satisfaction. So indifference curve is the graphical representation of the different combination of two goods among which the consumer is indifferent. Indifference curve is the graphical representation of the different combinations of bundles of two commodities among which the consumer is indifferent. It means the consumer is getting same level of satisfaction from the consumption of the bundles of two commodities. Means there is no change in his satisfaction level. Whether he is selecting first bundle, second bundle, third bundle and different levels of apple and banana, then also he is getting same level of satisfaction. This I will explain with the help of schedule and diagram. This is the indifference curve schedule, means indifference schedule. Here we can see that the combination of apple and banana, there are 5 combinations, P, Q, R, S, T. There are 5 combinations. In the P combination, you can see 1 apple and 15 banana. Okay, 1 apple and 15 banana included in the P combination, P bundle. Then Q combination, you can see 2 apples and 10 banana. And R combination, you can see 3 apples and 6 bananas. And S combination, you can see 4 apples and 3 bananas. And T combination, you can see 5 apples and 1 banana. Here you can see P, Q, R, S, T like that 5 combination. From each combination, from all these 5 combinations, the consumer is getting same level of satisfaction. That is what indifference schedule. Once again I will explain. Here you can see 5 combinations. They are P, Q, R, S, T, and in all these combinations, consumer is getting same level of satisfaction. That is P combination. How many apple and banana? 1 apple and 15 bananas. 1 apple and 15 bananas. And Q combination, you can see 2 apples and how many bananas? 10 bananas. And C combination, you can see, R combination, you can see how many apples? 3 apples and 6 bananas. From all this combination, the consumer is getting same level of satisfaction. That is indifference schedule. Now we will study the indifference curve. Here you can see that the x-axis apple is measuring and banana is measured on the y-axis. And you can see different combination, that is P, Q, R, S, T, different points you can see. Each point represents different combination of apple and banana. P point you can see 1 apple plus 15 banana, and Q point you can see 2 apple and 10 banana, and R point you can see 3 apples and 6 banana, and S point you can see 4 apple and how many bananas? 3 bananas, and T point you can see 5 apples and 1 banana. By joining all these points, you will get indifference curve. Means by joining P, Q, R, S, T. This all points shows the different combination of apple and banana. By joining all these points from P to T, you will get indifference curve. So by joining all the points of P, Q, R, S, T, that is combinations of apple and banana, will get indifference curve. Once again I will say apple is measured on the x-axis and banana is measured on the y-axis, and P combination 1 apple plus 15 banana. Here you can see apple 1 and 15 banana, and Q combination you can see 2 apples and 10 banana, and likewise R combination you can see how many apples, 3 apples and 6 banana, and likewise S combination you can see 4 apple and 3 bananas, and T combination you can see 5 apple and 1 banana. By joining all this combination, all the points of this combination of apple and banana, we will get indifference curve. So by joining all the points of P, Q, R, S, T, this all points shows what? Different combination of apple and banana. By joining all these points from P to T, we will get indifference curve. So indifference curve is the graphical representation of the different combination of bundles. So these all are bundles. Bundles of two commodities among which the consumer is indifferent. Means here each combination the consumer is getting same level of satisfaction. Here from each combination the consumer is getting same level of satisfaction. Clear? Okay, next we will study about monotonic preference. Okay, monotonic preferences. What is monotonic preferences? It means the consumer always prefer bundles which contains more commodities and which gives him higher level of satisfaction. Always the consumer prefer the bundle which have more commodities. Likewise, it should get a higher level of satisfaction. So monotonic preference means the consumer always prefer a bundle which contains more commodities and it gives higher level of satisfaction. For example, first bundle 10 apple and 10 banana, and second bundle 7 apple and 7 banana. Which bundle the consumer will prefer? The consumer will prefer first bundle because it contains more apple and more banana. First bundle contains how many apples? 10 apple and 10 banana. But second bundle how much only? Only 7 apple and 7 banana. So which is more? Which bundle contains more apple and banana? First bundle. It contains 10 apple and 10 banana. So the consumer prefer which bundle only? First bundle, because it contains more commodities. Likewise, it gives him higher level of satisfaction. That is what monotonic preferences. So monotonic preference means the consumer always prefer a bundle which contains more commodities. Likewise, which gives him higher level of satisfaction. I think you understood this one. All of you can write the notes. If you like my classes, once again I am saying, please subscribe my channel Economic Mall. Indifference map, it is the family of indifference curve. Here you can see different indifference curve. So family of indifference curve is known as indifference map. Family of indifference curve. It is known as indifference map. Here we can see three indifference curve, that is IC1, indifference curve 1, IC2, indifference curve 2, and IC3, indifference curve 3. Here IC1, it is the lowest satisfaction of indifference curve. And IC2 is satisfaction level is higher than IC1. And IC3, it is the highest level of satisfaction of indifference curve. So family of indifference curve, it is known as indifference map. Here lowest satisfaction, IC1 indifference curve, and satisfaction more than IC1, it is what? IC2, indifference curve 2. Indifference curve 2 means the consumer is getting more satisfaction compared to IC1. And IC3, it is the highest satisfaction. Highest satisfaction of indifference curve is IC3. So the family of this indifference curve, it is known as indifference map. Next we study about the margin rate of substitution. Margin rate of substitution means the commodities are substituting each other. The consumer substituting the commodities each other and the total satisfaction of the consumer is same. So what is margin rate of substitution? It is the rate at which commodities are substituted with each other. Among which the total satisfaction of the consumer is same. Means margin rate of substitution, it is rate at which the commodities, that is apple and banana, are exchanged with each other, and here the total satisfaction of the consumer should be same. Means we already studied the margin rate of transformation, that is unit of commodity willing to sacrifice by unit of commodity willing to gain. Same like that only margin rate of substitution also means unit of commodity willing to sacrifice by unit of commodity willing to gain. So MRS means units of commodity willing to sacrifice by units of commodity willing to gain. Why we study the margin rate of substitution means we have to study why the shape of the indifference curve is slopes downwards. Why it slopes downwards? Because of the diminishing MRS, because of diminishing margin rate of substitution. What is margin rate of substitution? Units of commodity willing to sacrifice by units of commodity willing to gain. Here you can see that in order to gain one more apple, 5 banana is sacrificing. So margin rate of substitution is 5 banana is to 1 apple. Means MRS equal to change in banana by change in apple. Means how much banana sacrificing to gain one more apple. Here you can see that in the first combination, P combination, 1 apple, 15 banana. But for Q combination, in order to gain one more apple, how many banana sacrificing? 5 banana sacrificing. So 5 banana, 5B is to 1 apple. Next combination, R combination, in order to gain one more apple, in order to consume one more apple, how many banana sacrifice? 10, 6 difference, 4. So 4B is to 1 apple. 4 banana sacrificing in order to eat one more apple. Next one, S combination, 4 apple, that is in order to eat one more apple, how many banana sacrifice? 6, 3 differences is 3. That is 3 banana is to 1 apple. 3 banana consumption reducing in order to eat one more apple. Last combination, T combination, you can see 5 apple, that is 1 more apple for eating. How many banana here sacrificing? Here sacrificing 2 banana, that is 3, 1 difference is 2. So 2b is to 1 apple. How many banana sacrificing to eat one more apple? That is MRS, margin rate of substitution. And here you can see that the sacrificing amount of banana, that is decreasing. 5 to 4, 4 to 3, 3 to 2, like that it is decreasing. Why it is decreasing means, we already studied due to law of diminishing margin utility, if the consumer consume again more and more apple, what will happen? His utility or satisfaction from that apple goes on decreasing. So he will reduce the consumption of the apple, means he will reduce the sacrificing amount of banana to get one more apple. That's why here margin rate of substitution, you can see that 5 banana, 4 banana, like that it is reducing. Means the substituting banana to apple, that is decreasing. Diminishing margin rate of substitution you can see. Earlier 5 banana is to 1 apple, last it become 2 banana is to 1 apple. Means the sacrificing banana amount is decreasing, that is diminishing margin rate of substitution. Due to this diminishing margin rate of substitution, the indifference curve slopes downwards. So margin rate of substitution is diminishing here. Diminishing margin rate of substitution. Why it is diminishing? Because of the law of diminishing marginal utility. Due to law of diminishing marginal utility. Due to law of diminishing marginal utility, the amount of banana that sacrificing is reducing in order to gain one more apple. So margin rate of substitution means it is the rate at which the commodities are substituted with each other, and here the consumer satisfaction level is always same. Now we will study about the assumptions of indifference curve. Assumptions of indifference curve. First assumption is 2 commodities. Here we are assuming that the consumer is consuming only 2 commodities, apple and banana, because he has very limited income, and price of the apple and banana also fixed. So 2 commodity assumption means here the consumer consuming only 2 commodities. Because of his limited money and price of the commodity also fixed. Price of the commodity also fixed. So first assumption is 2 commodities. The consumer is consuming only 2 commodities, apple and banana, because he has only limited money, and price of the apple and price of the banana also fixed. Okay, second assumption is non-satiety. What is non-satiety? Non-satiety means the consumer never getting maximum satisfaction. He always trying to get a higher and a higher level of satisfaction. The consumer never getting maximum satisfaction. He is always trying to get higher and higher level of satisfaction. Higher and higher level of satisfaction. Means he is consuming different bundles of commodities, but he is never getting maximum satisfaction. He always tried to get a higher and higher level of satisfaction. Okay, next assumption is ordinal utility. Means here the consumer preference is based on his rank. The consumer can prefer the commodity based on the rank on the basis of his satisfaction from the consumption of the commodities. Here the consumer preference is based on his satisfaction from the consumption of commodities. And how he is giving preference? That is rank, first rank, second rank, like that he is giving rank to the commodities based on his preference. That is ordinal utility. Next one is diminishing margin rate of substitution. We already studied what is margin rate of substitution. It is the rate at which the commodities are exchanged or substituted with each other. And here the consumer total satisfaction is always same. Why it is diminishing? Diminishing margin rate of substitution means it is due to law of diminishing marginal utility. Due to law of diminishing marginal utility, the shape of the indifference curve is convex because of diminishing margin rate of substitution. Why the margin rate of substitution is diminishing means due to law of diminishing marginal utility. Means as we consume more and more apple, what will happen? Our satisfaction from the apple goes on decreasing. So the consumer is ready to sacrifice less amount of banana only to eat one more apple. That is diminishing margin rate of substitution. It is due to law of diminishing marginal utility. Due to law of diminishing marginal utility. So what is the shape? It is convex. The indifference curve shape is convex. Next assumption is rational consumer. The consumer always tries to get maximum satisfaction from the consumption of the commodity. So is rational. The consumer is rational. The consumer is rational because he is always trying to get maximum satisfaction from the consumption of commodity. So the consumer is rational. So which are the assumptions we studied? The indifference curve is based on certain assumption. First one is two commodities. Means the consumer always consuming only two commodities because of his limited income and price of the commodity also fixed. This is the assumption. Okay, the consumer is consuming only two commodities. Next assumption we studied non-satiety. Means the consumer never get maximum satisfaction. He is always trying to get a higher and a higher level of satisfaction. Always trying to move higher and a higher level of indifference curve. Means always want to get a highest level of satisfaction. He is non-satiety means he never reach a maximum level of satisfaction. Okay. Next assumptions we studied diminishing margin rate of substitution. Means margin rate of substitution means it is the rate at which the commodities are substituted with each other. It is diminishing. That's why the converse shape of the indifference curve. It is mainly due to law of diminishing margin utility. Means if the consumer consume again and again more apple, the satisfaction from that apple goes on decreasing. So the consumer is willing to sacrifice less banana only to gain one more apple. Okay. Like that so many assumptions we studied, that is rational consumer. The consumer is a rational means always he tried to get a maximum level of satisfaction. Likewise ordinal utility. Means here the utility is based on the preference, that is rank, first rank, second rank, third rank. Like that the consumer is giving preference based on his satisfaction on the consumption of the commodities. Okay. Next we study about certain properties of indifference curve. Properties of indifference curve or characteristics of indifference curve. Which are the properties of indifference curve means? Indifference curve slopes downwards. First property, the indifference curve slopes downwards. Why the indifference curve slopes downwards? It slopes downwards. Indifference curve slopes downwards. Why it slopes downwards? Due to diminishing margin rate of substitution. We already studied. The indifference curve slopes downwards due to law of diminishing margin utility and due to diminishing margin rate of substitution. It is due to diminishing margin rate of substitution. And why the margin rate of substitution diminishing? It is due to law of diminishing marginal utility. It is due to law of diminishing marginal utility. Okay, so indifference curve slopes downwards due to diminishing margin rate of substitution. Why margin rate of substitution, that is sacrificing amount of banana to apple, that is diminishing. It is due to law of diminishing marginal utility that we already studied. That's why indifference curve slopes downwards. This is the first properties of indifference curve. Second, we can say the indifference curve always convex to the origin. Indifference curve always convex to the origin. This is also due to diminishing margin rate of substitution. Diminishing margin rate of substitution means it is convex to the origin due to diminishing margin rate of substitution. Means to consume one more commodity, there is need to reduce the consumption of another commodity. To consume one more commodity, there is need to reduce the consumption of another commodity. Children, once again I am saying you can write the notes, you can take the screenshot and write the notes. Third properties or characteristics of indifference curve is higher indifference curve shows a higher level of satisfaction. Higher indifference curve shows higher level of satisfaction. Here we can see that three levels of indifference curve. IC1 lowest satisfaction. IC1 is lowest satisfaction. And IC2, it is higher than IC1. It's more than IC1. And IC3, it is the highest level of satisfaction. It is the highest level of satisfaction. Which one? IC3. So the higher indifference curve here it is IC3. It shows the highest level of satisfaction. Next property is indifference curve never intersect each other. Indifference curve never intersect each other. here you can see that each indifference curve it never connect, it never intersect each other. IC1 it is separate from IC2 and IC2 is separate from IC3 and IC1 is the lowest level of satisfaction of indifference curve and IC2 it is higher than IC1, means satisfaction IC2 is more than IC1 and IC3 is the highest level of satisfaction and it never intersect each other. So these are the properties of indifference curve. I think today's class also you understood. Once again I am saying I am Rakhi, PGT Economics. If you like my classes, please like and subscribe my channel Economic Mall. Thank you.